And don't worry, like I won't be giving you any spoiler. You know me now, I'm making fun of spoiler. So whether or not you have seen the movie, you can watch this video to the end. I will give you a nice review that will make you know whether you should go and watch the movie or you should not go and watch the movie. So let's get started. Hello guys, and welcome to my sister's YouTube channel. My name is Obafunto Sultan Habibla, whichever you name me has, or whichever you want to call me, because I'm popular around the streets. I know different streets call me different names, so I'm popular. Gone, I'm out of all. And I'm here to review the movie Kesari, which just dropped today, and I just got back from the cinema. I know now I like to drop it as stay hot, like bushy bono lori me. Like this clothes I wore to the cinema. I know I've been saying that, like I always see that in my videos, but these are actually the clothes I wore, gangan. This is the cap I wore. I didn't wear these glasses there because I didn't wear glasses obviously to the cinema. But Mushin did this, and I want to review the movie for you. So first and foremost, let us first talk about the summary of the movie. So Kesari is the typical Yoruba movie about armed robbery. Like you know now, you know all those days of all these movies that Odunlade Adekola used to make and Femi Adebayo, all these Bewuri movies where there will be a powerful thief, a powerful armed robber like Mufolo Shauko, where the thief will be very, very powerful. Then the police will now have to catch the thief. Then you know the police will now have to like go the later, so they can't like just go the proper way. They cannot just carry gun until they want to come and kill him or arrest him. Customer you know all this kind of powerful things now. That's exactly how this movie is. This movie was produced and directed and released by Itele, and is also the main character in the movie. He was the one that acted Kesari. That's the title of the movie, and that's also the name of the main character in the movie. So the first thing about this movie that is really, really good are the cast. Now the cast are very, very good. Like they are very, very good. So we have people like Mr. Macaroni, Adidimiji Latif, um, Kevin Ikeduba. Yes, like when they showed Kevin Ikeduba, the whole cinema erupted. Like, cause he's like one of the I won't say one of the founding fathers of stealing in the Yoruba and Hollywood industry. However, like you can't remove the Konye Kire, like you can't just remove Kevin Ikeduba from the big guys that used to steal in that Yoruba and Hollywood space. Like he's just ancient, like he's just there, like he just has to be there. Then there is Odunlade Adekola, there is Odunlade, there is Okonlawo. Actually, I would like it was until today that I saw Demi Okonlawo in the movie that I realized how much I missed this man on screen. God. Like, and the thing is that they didn't even give him much screen time. Go show him much of the movie. Like it was just in the early part of the movie that he showed, that he featured. But in that early part, to show last song. Goodness gracious. There was this particular part where he was sitting, because the thing is that the Emir Kolao and Odunlade Adekola, Odunlade Adekola is dead, so I'm Femi Adebayo. So the thing is that the Emir Kolao and Odunlade Adekola were like a strong bandit. They led a strong bandit group. So they are like two powerful guys that lead a strong bandit group. I say bandits then. I don't know whether bandit and group is repetitive, I don't know. So when they talk, like when they are speaking to people that they either want to raid or attack or rob, like ordinarily we say a sentence or we say the beginning of a sentence, and then the Emir Kola will complete that sentence or like give another sentence that just complements what Odunlade just said. So it was very, very funny, and there's a way the Emir Kola sits. Like he was just sitting and he had this chain stick in his mouth, and Ronaldo was sitting beside him also. Like the way they were just sitting, like they were just gallant. Like, bro, those guys are very, very good. And I've missed the Emir on screen. I wish he had more screen time in like all these Yoruba movies that are coming out, because I don't just want to see him in English movies. I want to see him in Yoruba. I want to see him speak that Yoruba. I want to see him get angry in Yoruba. Like, because there's a way, like they want to listen to how so English, like one might drop grammar, one might that one is by the side. ọ̀tọ̀ ní kéèyàn tún wá bínú kó wá drop àwọn incantations, kó wá kí fún yàn, kó wá kí rẹ̀. You know when you get angry and then you start praising yourself like, ṣé mi ni wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ wájú ẹ̀, like I've used the Adekola on Yoruba movies. I really want him to feature more Yoruba movies. I swear to God. Then there was Dele Odule. Dele Odule tried this movie. And I really pitied him in this movie. I pitied him gone. Then there is now Adedimeji Lateef, who featured as Water in this movie. Water, water. But this one get plenty enemies, because they don't talk in our mud water. Then there's Kevin Ikeduba, who featured as Sky. And there is Mr. Macaroni, who featured as Internet. And it's very funny because he was like all these guys that Tom and Charlie, then they are good with tech a bit. You know when you are forming like a stealing group now, there's always that guy that is good with tech a bit, that likes women. But this one is not a geeko, it's not like a nerd that is just likes women and just does tech. This one he shoots baoli. He just smart, like the smartest amongst them. Then there was this other guy in their stealing group. I don't really like, mi ò dá yán mọ̀. Ẹjọ bros, ẹ wá rí mi gbòòrò, ẹ má lọ lù mí o, mi ò dá yín mọ̀ ni, ẹ má bínú, mi ò dá yán mọ̀ ni o. Then there is Itele himself. Itele. Well, no, I don't actually know his real name like so hard, because that Itele, it was from a movie that he acted like way back, and that name I just talked to, and everybody just calls him Itele. And even his production, this thing is actually Itele, the icon. So what happened in the movie, I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm just trying to give a summary, like a plot to see the storyline, how it connects. So what happened in the movie is that there is a deity, a man who is like a deity. And the thing is that there are actually things like that in the Yoruba mystic world. Yorubas believe that there are people that are like deities. So it's just like when people praise a king and then they say Alashe Ekeji Osha. What they are saying, the actual Yoruba saying is no Alashe Igbakeji Osha. The king is never second in command to the gods. What the saying actually is in Yoruba land is Alashe Ekeji Osha. And Ekeji doesn't mean second in command. It means someone like. So it's like a twin to. That's actually what Ekeji means. So kings are actually gods in their own right. They are like deities in their own right in Yoruba mystic world. So when they say Alashe Ekeji Osha, they are saying that the king is just like a god. That's what it means. So aside from the king, there are also beings that are like deities. They are masquerades. They are just some special beings like in Yoruba mystic world that are like deities. So they are not like gods. Like they are not like Orunmila or Shango or Batala or Oya or Oshun. But they just have this special power that has been granted upon them that makes them as powerful. Not as powerful as deities, but close to being deities. So the old general Yoruba, we just call those people deities normally. So, and that's who this Kesari being is. And then the movie also, the storyline also revolves around the fact that people come to life over and over again. So that concept of reincarnation happens a lot in the movie, and that's what the movie was also trying to portray in the whole storyline. So you have Annie, because I don't want to be speaking too much English. A ní èèyàn tó jẹ́ Kesari lẹ́ni Itele. Ó máa ń wáyé tó bá ti kú, ó máa tún wá, tó bá ti kú, ó máa tún wá. Nígbà tí wọ́n bí, ó gbé ìlú kọ̀ọ̀rùn wá sáyé. Bàbá rẹ̀ dẹ̀rẹ̀ babaláwo ni bàbá tó bí. So I think that was Nka Quadri ni bàbá tó bí. Ní ìgbà tí wọ́n bí, ìyá ẹ̀ kú. These are not spoilers, these are just general stories. Ìgbà tí wọ́n bí, ìyá ẹ̀ kú. So ó dẹ̀ ní agbára. Wọ́n like bọ́n ṣe bí ni àwọn onífá wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé alágbára nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n wá lọ dáfá ọmọ tí wọ́n bí. Ìgbà tí wọ́n dáfá ọmọ tó ń bí, odù tó jáde, ó sọ fún wọn pé yẹ odù ní like the particular particular chapter that came out. Because the way Ifa works is that, you know how when you are facing a problem and then you go and read someone tells you a story that happens in the Bible and the Quran of something that happened in the past, and this is how they did it. It's also in Ifa. When an Odu comes out, the Odu contains chants that tells you about something in particular that's happened in the past before. So they now use it to treat what is currently happening. So it's just like how it's written in the Old Testament. That bó ṣe wà ní àtìkọ́ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ṣe wà nísìnyí bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ni ó ṣe máa wà títí láéláé. So that is also the way the Ifa thing works. So Odu tó jáde sí ọmọ tí wọ́n bí ìyẹn Kesari ni the Odu revolves around a very powerful being, a deity who comes into the world once in a while. So ó máa ń reincarnate. And according to Kesari himself, he said that this was his fourth time or fifth time that he is coming to this world. So ó kàn ó máa dá wàhálà lẹ̀, ó máa tún padà lọ síbi tó ti wá. Only God knows how like his lifetime ends each time, but he always ends up coming back. So but he was still living a normal life from gbà tán bí, not like normal ṣá, but the thing is that èèyàn ò lè lágbára kó má hàn náà, like tọ́mọdé bá ti lágbára bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ìjà gidi máa pọ̀. Wọ́n ní pé kọ́ máa ké ìbọn tó tutù bàjẹ́ sí nìyẹn, àwọn ọmọ alágbára dẹ̀ ni wọn ò lè lù, kò ṣeé bá wí. So anytime something happens, wọ́n lè máa jà sí nǹkan, ó máa lùyàn lógún, ó lè ṣàṣìyàn, like kò tó lágbára náà, kò ṣáà lè máa, you cannot just be gentle and be a normal kid. But he was still living a fairly normal life for someone that powerful. However, something happened that triggered the release clause. You know now normal thing. Shall wọlé sí cinema ká máa wo alágbára kó máa live normal life. Something has happened we go trigger release clause now. Tó máa trigger tí gbogbo iṣẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jáde. Something shall happen though. Bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Bí ọmọ tí wọ́n kẹ́ tán tiẹ̀ sí ń try láti sọ pé ó yá alágbára, ṣáà lè keep your power. Bó ṣe rántí bó ṣe jẹ́ gangan nìyẹn. That's how he metamorphosed la máa pè. Ṣáà released his true power, his true self. So apparently he is the most powerful armed robber in the history of the world. So he's like the biggest armed robber that you can ever think of. So it's like, you know how people used to praise some guys that they are like the biggest thieves in Nigerian history. Pé wọ́n kàn wọ́n mọ́ kíní kan, wọ́n yìnbọn mọ́ wọn kò ràn wọ́n, all those things. All those ones are like small. Like, and this guy doesn't even claim to be like the biggest armed robber in Nigerian history, like in the world history. So apparently he's like a deity àkàndá ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti wá sí ayé báyìí olè ló máa jà. However, there is a clause to his own armed robbery. He's like Robin Hood. I don't want to make that comparison. I'd rather say Robin Hood is like him. So let's just say pé in the book of the greats it is written, the wise people they wrote that pé Itele ìyẹn Kesari walked so that people like Robin Hood can fly. So it was even Itele ìyẹn Kesari ló inspire àwọn èèyàn bí Robin Hood láti máa ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe. And what do people like Robin Hood do? What does Kesari do? He steals from the rich and gives to the poor. And not just the rich, like, you know, bad rich people now. Àwọn olóṣèlú, àwọn tó yẹ pé wọ́n máa kówó jẹ, wọ́n máa ti bọ̀bì kan. You know all those times where people they carry palliatives now, tó ń gbé rice ní Èkó gbà yẹn and all those other places. That's what Kesari does. So ó máa lọ hit ibi tó ti ń kó pamọ́ sí, máa kówó yẹn. But he doesn't just spend it. Ó ná díẹ̀ no. Normal now. Wọ́n tó bá ṣe déédéé ọmọ alásìkò gbádùn náà. But he go carry part of the money, he go dey give people for streets on our phone. And it was so funny because you know all these politicians now, like they were keeping money, some were keeping their money together like in particular warehouses, and when they started getting hit they were just angry and they were using one of the leaders of the guy that was like their leader was just oje farabalẹ̀ ìsọ̀nà ẹ̀kú mà lélẹ́yìí ibo ló máa sọ pé wọ́n ti rówó tí wọ́n jí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó ń pariwo pé kíni, because no one na money wey you loot na money wey you steal. Person come steal am from your hand, you wan come dey shout pé dem steal money from your hand. Who you wan tell say pé then steal an undisclosed amount of money that you are not supposed to have. Then you now see that they stole it from your hand. Ibo ló ti fẹ́ sọ pé ìwọ gan ti rówó yẹn. So that's just like the way he is. So he steals from the rich, gives and distributes to the poor. And then so now normal àwọn ọlọ́pàá náà máa dìde, because whether you are a thief that does philanthropy or you are a thief that doesn't kill people, that only steal from rich and give to poor, you are still a thief. In the constitution olè ló ṣì ń jà, and it's still legal. Bí wọ́n ṣe lọ kó àwọn ọlọ́pàá jọ nìyẹn. So the head of the ọlọ́pàá unit is Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀ Jagunjagun Ogundiji. He joined police force, and I actually love something, and there was someone behind that whispered it in the cinema. Like, I love the fact that they did not mention that this is the Nigerian police force. They just wrote something country police like on their chest, and they did the uniform design for them and everything. And I love that fact. Like, they didn't try to mimic any kind of police or anything. They didn't even mention Nigeria. They just did it as if it was a whole fantasy planet or world on its own. So it just made everything just so nice. So àwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣàbẹ̀wò náà táwọn ọlọ́pàá wá ti face up pẹ̀lú ilé tó ti ìbọn ọmọ tí ó ràn tó ti pọ̀ ọmọ tí wọ́n ló bí normal thief o, wọ́n máa tẹ̀sẹ̀ lébọ̀ ni. And when they were having that face of self, Itele ìyẹn Kesari ó pe Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀ by his real name Fọláwíyọ̀, ó ní pàwọn tiẹ̀ ti pàdé, wọ́n ti gbá rewind, so tó bá ti gbá match kan tán ti bára wọn jà in one lifetime, àwọn méjì á kú, wọ́n á tún bímọ again, wọ́n á tún gbá another rematch, wọ́n á tún gbá another rematch. So na so they dey do for their own side. E be like say they like each other. So when they started like trying to test their labor, they went to go and meet one guy wey be one big thief, wey say all this ọlọ́pàá they as all this FBI dey do and say wey they go get one thief wey they don nab before, but wọn wà ní jù sẹ́wọ̀n torí pé òun náà máa fún wọn ní tips pé bọ̀bọ̀ tó lọ jalè níjó nìyẹn ibi báyìí ló máa ń ṣe. So all those tips wey they give insight now, òun náà lọ bá. And I love this particular part because when they asked the guy about Kesari pé kó sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, like guy first he removed his shoes. Wọ́n ní kí ló dé? Ọ̀la pé táwọn máa sọ̀rọ̀ alágbára, wọ́n máa pèrí alágbára, èèyàn àkọ́kọ́ bọ́ bàtà nítorí tóun ò bá bọ̀, tóun bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀ wọ́n máa gbọ́. And it was just so nice because it was just so cool. Like like there is power is sweet o, all this Yoruba mystic power ó máa ń dùn gan. So wọ́n ṣàtọpasẹ̀ lọ sọ́dọ̀ Awáyémálò. What's the name of that man gangan? A man that has lived for a very long time ló wá fún wọn níwèé kan. Whoever designed that book for that movie, wàláhì ó yẹ kán fún ẹni award. Ìwé yẹn tóbi tó báyìí. I'm serious, I'm not exaggerating. When they brought it out of a Hilux van, pé na Hilux van police dey always carry now. Wọ́n gbé ìwé yẹn báyìí. Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀ carry the book like this. Ìwé yẹn tóbi bí ló ṣe gbé ìwé yẹn jáde. Nǹkan Kesari sára ìwé yẹn. So it was that bó ṣe ń kàwé yẹn báyìí, ó ń tọ́ epo ń tọ́ sórí báyìí. Torí 40 gbogbo ara ń ro. Like it was so like the way they did that whole part was just so interesting. Like it was just so sweet. So I think that's all for the storyline. I don't want to go really in depth, so I will not start giving spoilers. Now let's talk about the things that I really like about this movie. So the things I like about this movie, aside from the cast, because I already talked about the cast, the storyline is decent. The actors that were very funny. So like like they were comedic relief. So Yemi Elesho. So Yemi Elesho is a police officer, and there was a time they had a face off with Itele. And then after they all shot him now, ọlọ́pàá now, no matter rí tó kó lè rí tí ń ṣagídí, máa yìnbọn. So wọ́n ṣe yìnbọn like nothing dey penetrate. And then Itele just did this and like this. The policeman beside Yemi Elesho, the guy just died. Yemi Elesho just started shouting, "La ilaha illallah." It was so funny because the way they carry gun before they do like action work, when they shout, they scream. They scream. Even when they go back to police station, anytime someone mentions Kesari, Baba will just they fear. Then also Adedimeji Lateef. And this is very funny because like normally Adedimeji Lateef is like main character, normal stuff, Gbọ́tìjà àwọn èèyàn tó gùn. But in this particular movie, he was also part of the comedic relief too. His nickname was Water, and he loves women. So we don't look at that pa, like we look at that pa. So then, what other comedy reliefs are there? Not much, not much. Aside from those two guys, and they were very very funny. Like believe me, very very funny. What else I like about this movie? I like the Yoruba part, like wọ́n sọ Yorùbá tó jinlẹ̀ tó dùn. Then another thing I love about this movie is the beginning of the movie, the beginning part of the movie. That I don't know. I feel like I can actually buy a portrait picture of Deyemi Okanlawon and Odunlade Adekola and Dele Odule sitting. Those three guys, the way they were sitting in the beginning part of that movie when they were signing a verbal agreement. Like he was so sweet. Like you should have seen the way Damian Clown was just sat down tó gbé nǹkan sẹ́nu báyìí. Ọ̀nà àrí tó wá ti sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀ báyìí, ọ̀nà àti fi tiẹ̀ kún. Like he was just so sweet. Oh boy, he just sweet. He enter body. Then what other parts I like about this movie? The sound, yeah, the sound. So and this is one of the things I'm trying to say about Yoruba movies. Like wanting design and sound here that like tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń jákè tí wọ́n bá ń pọ̀fọ̀ ohun ọmọ echo ẹ̀wà wọ́n tún mọ̀ gbálágbára ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ nínú wọn kì í sọ fún yàn náà. Then tí wọ́n bá ń kọrin ó ń match pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú movie. So like I love that part too. Costuming. Okay, now we are going to start moving to things I don't like about the movie. So yeah, before that, before we move to things I don't like, the effects in this movie. I don't want to extend this video for too long, so let me just make it really fast, like flash. You know, when we saw Jagunjagun, then everybody saw again, my people like, this is Yoruba Flash. You know, see Kesari now, why you? Kesari the wrong. Like the way he runs and the way it's animated, like the way they show it, the effect, so she swear. Oh, like you know when someone wants to shoot you, like someone wants to shoot from afar, like when don't let me spoil, don't let me this spoiler. Like you know when someone like point a gun at someone, they want to shoot, and then he just move, and then he just shows as he move, and then he just reaches the front of the person, just kill the person for forehead. Like bro, the effects of the movie, I want to give it 100%. Like obvious, because I have one issue with it, which I will talk about in things I don't like about the movie. But that particular flash effect, gbé fún Kesari dey run, then the shooting part, they tried in the shooting part, not fully, but they tried in the shooting part, and then immediately Lateef learned about how to handle guns. Obviously, moving with gun, you know that this man went to go and learn about it. Like you see it in the movements. If you know, you know. Then macaroni too, when ti mo bon gbe dani, ó ti ń já sí. We dey ṣiṣẹ́ part time gan, you know now. Comedy no stay jawo, but he sabi for that. He tried for that. The fighting scenes too, very good, like very very good. Now to the things I don't like about this movie, I feel like the storyline could be better. In a way, it was seeming forced. So I feel like the storyline could be better, like it could be improved. Then the effect, although the effect is like, I'll give it 80%. Like tí wọ́n bá yìnbọn tó máa ṣe everything was good, but at the point where the bullet hits someone in the movie and the blood gushes out, they didn't really get it well. Like it was seeming as if there is watercolor that is gushing out, but the aftermath, like the bullet wound, the effect was good. The bullet leaving the gun, the person shooting is good. It's just at that point of impact tó wá tí bọ́ wá bá yẹn like tí wọ́n really get, so that kind of like water down the effect a bit. Then what else don't I like about this movie? Aside from the storyline not being too decent, there isn't really much not to like about this movie. Yeah, the costuming. So This is particularly heavy on my part, because I feel like if you are going to have a date, or you are going to have a main character that is powerful and is going to dress in a way that signifies power, then the costuming should be right. Like it has to hit. Like if someone hasn't seen the movie and then he sees the costume of the main character, they should know that this is the main character. Like normal. Now I feel like maybe it was the person or the crew that worked on the costume that didn't really like know how to fuse um someone being powerful in an ancient kind of way, and then the person existing in this world, like in this 21st century, tí oníkálukú ń wọ aṣọ tí ó bá gbà mu, wey no be say pé e dey wear agbada or kembe. Because like if you see the beginning of the movie that was shot in like old times, I was trying to show ancient times, láyé àwọn òde ẹ̀yẹ ọ̀kan láwọn Odunlade Adekola, like the costume was hitting. Like Itele's costume was good. The Okan's costume 100%, 120% safe, because that was how it's supposed. Then Odunlade Adekola too, like costume was awesome. However, Kesari's costume in the present time, because the shot is in present day, wasn't all that. Like his costuming wasn't all that. They need to improve on that part. So aside from all those three things, I think I don't really have any other issue with the movie. Like the movie is there, like it's there. Now, what would I rate the movie? Think in all honesty, I'll rate the movie 7 out of 10, or 6.8 out of 10. Yeah, because it's actually a very interesting movie. Like it's interesting to watch. It's interesting to watch. Say much watch, Jared. Is it a blockbuster movie? I can't really say. And I think there'll be a video that will be made about it later on why or why not it's a blockbuster movie. So we'll talk about that one later. In another video, you know this one. Oh yeah. Like this one is not part of the movie. But when I was done watching the movie, I was trying to leave the cinema, and then I just saw Itele. Guy just he and the school just beg me, bros, I beg, they hear about you, bros, I beg, snap with me now. I cannot snap with all of you now, like now, normal, I be big man. I don't feel just snap with everybody. I can't like check we ṣe fún Itele. You just dey try, the guy did gbogun me, did this one. Ó tún ṣe Kesari. We dey encourage these boys, because mo bí tán lè dé lọ́la bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, mo bí tán lè dé lọ́la. Kó má yẹ pé ẹran ṣe gbéraga. Mo ṣáà fà sọ́dọ̀, mo fà mọ́ra, mo ya picture pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. And guy was just gushing over. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. This is ṣáà jẹ́ ká ya fọ́tò pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Mélòó mo bí tí wọn náà lè dé, mo bí tí wọn wá náà lè dé lọ́la. Kọ́ wọn náà rí ẹni tó máa encourage ẹ̀, tó máa inspire ẹ̀. So ṣáà ya picture pẹ̀lú gbogbo mi. So yeah, it's your boy Happy Black Bafunto Ayola Ayodele. That'll be all for the movie review. That'll be all. So yeah, if you have watched the movie, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. If you have not seen the movie, let me know what you are anticipating to see in the movie, and if you are going to go and watch it in the cinema. Yeah, and if you don't want to go and watch it in the cinema, or you don't want to watch it at all, let me also know what you think in the comment section. I want to know what you think. Thank you very much. Love you guys. They know they waste my kisses, so you must capture it too and keep it. Bye.